the lesson is solving equations that have radicals in them. There are 36 lessons harder than this one. The average time is 31 minutes. Make sure you get the study plan up to date. There's only one lesson before the review for this unit test. Now is the time to get busy mastering your study plan objectives. What do we got? Well, the first thing we're going to do is a little review of adding. So let's do it. 2 over 5x squared y plus 4 over 9xy squared. Common denominator is 9 times 5 x squared y squared. This is missing the 9 and an x, and this is missing the 5. So we have 18x is this numerator, 20 is this numerator, so our answer is 18x plus 20 over 45x squared y squared. 18x plus 20 over 45x squared y squared. Let's check it again. Oh, this is missing the y, I'm sorry. 18y, and this is missing the x. 18y plus 20x. 18y plus 20x. Okay, this is one where we're going to be adding, and let's add vertically. So we have 7 over 5x squared y plus, 3 over 4xy squared. Our common denominator is 5 times 4, which is 20, x squared, y squared. This is missing the 4 and a y. Multiply top and bottom by 4y. This is missing the 5 and an x. So we get 28y is this numerator. 15x is this numerator. So our answer is 15x plus 28y over 20x squared y squared. All right, next one. Another addition problem, common denominator first. So we have 5r over 4x squared y plus 3s over 8xy squared. Common denominator is 8x squared y squared. This is missing a 2y. And this is missing no number, but it's missing an x. So we have 10ry, and this is 3sx plus 3sx. So we have fraction 10ry plus 3sx over 8x squared y squared. Number 4, common denominator first. Okay, we have 5 over x minus 8 plus 9 over x equals negative 72 over x squared minus 8x. Our common denominator is x times x minus 8. X times x minus 8. We multiply each part by x times x minus 8. And we get these cancel, and we're left here with 5x. These cancel, and we're left here with 9x minus 72. And these cancel, and we're left with equals negative 72. So now I'm going to change colors here. 5x and 9x is 13x. Add 72 to both sides is 0, so x is 0. But if x is 0, that middle fraction is 0, so we would say there is no solution. Number 5. Okay, 6 over x minus 9 minus 7 over x plus 9 equals 7 over x squared minus 81. Multiply everything by x minus 9, x plus 9. Now notice this is x minus 9, x plus 9, so these two cancel, and we're left with 7. This cancels, and we're left with negative 7x. Negative 7 times negative 9 is positive 63. And these two cancel, so we're left with 6x plus 54. 6x minus 7x is negative x. 54 and 63 is 117. Subtract 117 from both sides, and you get negative x is negative 110, so x is 110. Number 6. Let's put the, oops, I gotta X this. Let's put the square root all on its own. So we have square root x plus 5 equals negative 4. How does it equal negative 4? Well, you can't have a square root that's negative, so there will be no solution. Next one. Let's do the same thing here. 4x minus 17 equals positive 1. Now you can square both sides. You get 4x minus 17 is 1. Add 17 to both sides, and you get 4x is 18. Divide both sides by 4. X is 9 halves. Oops. Fraction 9 halves. Number 7. Okay, we have 13 minus square root x minus 6. Let's add square root x minus 6 to both sides. And we get 13 is the square root of x minus 6. Square both sides, and you get 169 is x minus 6. Add 6 to both sides, and you get x is 175. All right, next one, we've got a square root on both sides. So we're going to square both sides, and we get 3y plus 5 equals 2y plus 6. Subtract y from both sides, or 2y from both sides. And subtract 5 from both sides, and you get y is 1. Number 10. Square both sides here, and you get 82x minus 7 equals 81x. Okay? Subtract 81x from both sides, and add 7 to both sides, and you get x equals 7. Number 11. Square both sides. Okay, so when we square this, we get 9x plus 55. And when we square this, we get x squared plus 10x plus 25. Subtract 9x from both sides. Subtract 55 from both sides. And we get 0 is x squared plus x minus 30. What two numbers multiplied equal 30? Added equal 1x plus 6, x minus 5. You could also enter this on your calculator, and you get x is negative 6 or positive 5. Let's check and see if either of those don't work in our negative 6 times 9 is 54 plus 55. That'll be okay. Or negative 54 plus 55 is a positive 1. That'll be okay. And negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. So negative 6 will not work because you can't get a negative 1. So our answer is only 5. Number 11, or I'm sorry, number 12. All right, square both sides. You get m squared minus 6m plus 49 equals m squared plus 14m plus 49. Subtract m squared from both sides. Oops. Subtract 49 from both sides, and you get negative 6m equals 14m. In other words, add 6m to both sides. You get 20m is 0, which means m is 0. So we would say 0 is our answer. All right. Number 13. First off, we're going to move the x plus 8 to the other side, so it'll be 5 minus square root x plus 8. Square both sides, and we get x minus 7 equals 25 minus 10 root x plus 8 plus x plus 8. Subtract x from both sides, and these two add up to 33. So subtract 33 from both sides, and you get negative 40 equals negative 10 square root x plus 8. Divide both sides by negative 10, and you get square root x plus 8 equals 4. Square both sides. 16 is x plus 8. Subtract 8 from each side, and you get x is 8. 8 and minus 1 is 7. 8 and 8 is 16. 8 minus 7 is 1, excuse me. So 8 does work, and so our solution is 8. Next one. Oops, we went too far. Let's try this one. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, this takes up a lot of paper on my scroll here, so we'll have the square root x plus 2, move this to the other side, equals 2 minus square root 3x plus 4. Square both sides, you get x plus 2 equals 4 minus 4 root 3x plus 4 plus 3x plus 4. Subtract 3x from each side, and 4 and 4 makes 8, so subtract 8 from each side, and we get negative 2x is minus 6 is negative 4 root 3x plus 4. Divide both sides by negative 2, and we get x plus 3 equals 2 root 3x plus 4. Square both sides. We have to square it twice, and we get x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 4 times 3x plus 4, which is 12x plus 16. So let's subtract 12x from each side and 16 from each side, and we get x squared minus 6x minus 7 is 0. So x minus 7x plus 1 is 0. So x equals 7 or negative 1. Now when we substitute in 7 plus 2 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 4 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. 3 and 5 is not 2, so 7 does not work. So the only one that works is negative 1. Number 15. The first thing we want to do with this one is to write this as the cube root of 2x minus 3 squared minus the cube root of 3x equals 0. So let's add the cube root of 3x to both sides, and we get the cube root of 2x minus 3 squared equals the cube root of 3x. Cube both sides, and you get 2x minus 3 squared equals 3x. Now we still have to square this out, and we get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 3x. So let's subtract 3x from both sides, and we get 4x squared minus 15x plus 9 equals 0. Let's use our calculator and see if that's factorable. Mode 5, 3, and we get 4, negative 15, and 9. And we get x1 is 3, x2 is 3/4. Does 3 work in both of them? Well, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 3, that'll work. How about 3/4? 3/4. Well, since they're cube roots, you can have negative numbers, so both of those roots will work. What were they again? 3 and 3/4. Okay, if you have any questions,